By now, you recognize that everything you are is energy and frequency. Yes, you have a physical form, the human body that you're walking around in, but it is energy and frequency at its core. You are waves that flow in and out of you, and you are formed into particles which you see as your body. The experiences that you've had in your life have helped to shape your body and your life. And some of these experiences you may not remember. So from the time that you are 0 years old, even in the third trimester before you were born, up till about the age of 7, we all are sponges. We absorb everything, and we don't have the skill yet to discern what we want to keep and what we want to let go of. We just soak it up like a sponge. And many of these experiences that we're not aware of actually shape our lives. They shape our beliefs, the energy and frequency that we're sending out to the world. And none of this is bad or wrong. It's just possibly bringing in things that we don't really want. So what we're going to do today is we're going to begin to shape our lives the way we do want as the energy and frequency of source, which is also what you are. But you've been trained to think of yourself as separate, and you are not separate from source. And by the way, when I say the word source, feel free to switch out that word with a word that makes you comfortable, whether it's God or Allah, Christ consciousness, the universe. It doesn't really matter. I personally like source because some of the other words have a lot of emotion around them and confusion around them. And so I tend to use the word source, but use whatever works for you. Think of yourself as a song. Imagine that you're a song and that you're playing on a cosmic piano. And some of the notes that you're playing are at a low octave, and some of them are at a higher octave. And none of them are bad. They're the song that you've been taught to play, that you've absorbed. And today we're going to start to allow Source to tune us to the higher octaves that are right for us. So as we go through this guided process, I want you to just follow along. Don't argue with it in your mind. It's going to be a very gentle tuning, and the tuning will be perfect for you. So whatever it is that you need. And when you hear me say the word I want you to be using that word as though you're speaking to yourself rather than hearing it as me saying it to myself. You're speaking to yourself. Okay, so everyone get really comfortable in your body, in your skin. Settle into your chair, or if you're lying down. If you're tired, I don't recommend lying down, sitting up. Close your eyes and take a nice deep breath and allow it to just spread out through your entire body. All that relaxation. And I want you to feel the energy and frequency of the song that you are currently seeing. See yourself playing a cosmic piano. And the notes and the frequencies that you're playing in whatever octave you're playing in. Some are low, some are high. None are wrong. They have been right for you. And just allow yourself to become aware of these frequencies, the octaves that you're playing. Some of them were formed in fear, because as the little energetic being that you were, picked up fear or anger that others were feeling, your parents, your teachers, your religious leaders, your neighbors, whoever it was. You picked up these frequencies and you don't know why. And they're no longer serving you. So I want you to ask yourself, are you willing to allow those frequencies to leave your physical form, to leave your energetic field, to no longer be a part of who you are? And if you're willing to allow this to happen, take another nice deep breath and just feel the energies that are flowing through you. Feel the energy of Source in your body, in your core. You may see it with your inner eyes as a loving teacher that you know. Jesus, Allah, Buddha. You may see this energy as a bright white light or a yellow, gold, and white light. It will come to you as it is right for you. And feel this energy and frequency in the core of your being. Allow it to spread up your spine into your heart, down your spine into your lower back. And feel this frequency in your lower back, spinning in a clockwise motion. This is an area where we tend to store a lot of fear in our bodies. Fear that we've picked up from other people, from society. And allow this loving energy to just spin in the region of your lower back, your spine, behind your navel, between your hips. Just see it spinning. And now allow it to flow down to the base of your spine and up through your throat, the middle of your head, and out the top of your head and down below your spine, filling your legs and your arms and your toes, your fingers, until you have a bubble outside of your body, outside of your physical form, about 3 feet, whatever's right for you. See the blackness of the void around you. Feel the energy of the loving void. You may call this God or Source. And expand your awareness of the void as far as your inner eyes and your senses can allow it to expand. Hundreds of millions of light years. I am in the void. I am the void. I am in the void. I am the void. Imagine yourself as a drop of water in the ocean. You are the drop You are the ocean. The ocean is you, flowing in and out. There is no separation. In your mind's eye, you may see a separation between the drop and the ocean, but in reality, there is no separation. They are both salt and water and plankton and sunlight, source within, source without, source within, source without. And as you allow all of this to be in your awareness, bring your attention back to that cosmic piano that you're playing. The song of you, the notes in the octaves that you've been playing, maybe for your entire life, some of which possibly in many lifetimes. Source within, source without. Source within, source without. The notes that you are playing as the physical you, the small you, have been shaped by your experiences, by the teachings you've received from others, some of which are intentional, some of which you just absorbed. And as you experience the fullness of you, the source of you, ask which of these notes in which octaves are ready to be transmuted to a higher level. The source of you knows which ones are ready to be transmuted. And ask the small you, the human you, if she will just kindly step aside for a moment and allow any frequency, any octave in which you're playing that is no longer serving you, if it will allow itself to be transmuted to a higher octave. And if you give permission for this, just allow the fullness of the song you've been playing, the song of you, to rise up from this cosmic piano as you've been playing it. And ask the source of you to begin gently tuning the energy, frequency, and octaves of your personal song. Take a nice deep breath and allow this process to begin. And as we go through this process, you may see images in your mind, in your inner mind, with your inner eyes, and pay particular attention to energy that you're feeling in your body. As you allow these octaves to raise to a higher frequency, feel the energy that you're feeling. Occasionally, as the waves move through your body, you may feel a little discomfort, especially in your core. If you do, just breathe through it. Just take nice, calming breaths and breathe through it. What this is your physical form tuning to a higher frequency, to those higher octaves and higher notes. It's all good, it's all joyful. Just relax into it, and as you go through the process, continue to breathe. So notice the notes that you're playing, that you've been playing, that are at a lower octave. They're not bad. They served you when you needed them. But which ones are you ready now to transmute to a higher octave? Allow Source to begin tuning, the source of you, to begin tuning to a higher octave. And as we do this, we're going to allow ourselves to become more wave. And the reason we do this is because waves move more easily than solid form. Imagine pushing your hand through waves or attempting to push your hand through concrete. Which would be easier? With your inner eyes, see your physical form begin to become more transparent. Just see the solidness of it fading and becoming transparent. You can start to see through your physical form. At its essence, your form is wave. Begin to see through it, like the drop of water in the ocean. You can see through that drop. There's no separation between the drop and the ocean, other than what you choose to see with your mind's eye, with your inner sight. You see through it. You see the sparkle of the sun. Allow your physical form to become more and more transparent until it is as see-through as the drop of water. Just allow yourself to be this transparent form of you, pure wave. And feel the energy of the source of you, the frequency of the source of you, tuning your transparent self to a higher octave. Every note of you that's ready to play at a higher octave, feel the gentle tuning, the gentle, gentle tuning of that frequency to a higher frequency. The frequency that is perfect for you. If you're someone who wants to take it slow and have just a small, gentle tuning, that's perfect. If you're someone who's ready to move up a couple octaves in frequency, that's also perfect. Allow what is ever perfect for you, for your physical form. Just allow it. Notice how good it feels. Notice the feeling of the frequencies flowing through your physical form. It's still transparent, but it can feel the frequencies, the gentle tuning of the waves, And as this tuning is taking place in your physical form, see it expanding out, surrounding your physical form by about 3 feet. And this tuning of your physical form is also tuning your experiences. The people that you encounter, the experiences you have, the flow of abundance and wealth into your life, the flow of health, the flow of joy. Everything is being attuned to a higher octave, a higher frequency. Just allow it. Take a nice breath. Any uneasiness you may feel as the waves move through your physical form, just breathe through them. It's just the tuning happening. You may feel buzzing or vibration in parts of your body. You may feel a little uneasiness in your core. Just allow it to happen. I am in the void. I am the void. I am in the void. I am the void. Experience the fullness of you. You are here in this lifetime, as we call it, in a physical form. But the truth of you is that you are source. The energy and the frequency of you is source. Allow the tuning to continue at the highest frequency that's right for you. Just relax and enjoy it. And all of those things at a lower frequency that you were attuned to, experience them leaving your mind, your physical form, your home, your bank account. See them releasing from wherever they need to be released. Whether it's anger or frustration or fear, allow it to release. Allow Source to continue the gentle tuning to that higher octave. Can you begin to hear the song of you at this higher octave? Take a nice breath and begin to see the transparency diminishing. Don't come back all the way. Stay at about 25%. You're still see-through, but your form is beginning to become apparent. And as you come back into the fullness of your physical being, you're going to pause along the way and continue to integrate the higher octaves so that you bring them with you. So just stay here at about 25%. You can still see through your physical form with your inner eyes. Feel the joy of these higher frequencies. Feel the joy that you feel by releasing the things that have been keeping you at a lower frequency, keeping your life, keeping your body, keeping your experiences at that lower frequency. Just feel the joy of it as you come back to about 33%. You're still transparent. Continue the transparency. Source within, source without. Source within, source without. As you hear these higher octaves play, you're continuing to tune your body to the higher octaves. Gentle tuning, just allow it to continue. And as you come back to about 45%, you're still mostly transparent, bringing forth the new you in these higher octaves, these higher frequencies. In these moments, you are in transformation. The perfect transformation for you. Feel yourself being the higher octaves, playing the notes in the higher frequencies and the higher octaves. Allowing your body, your life, your relationships to all begin playing these higher notes, these higher octaves. Feel them flow through your physical being. Coming back more now to about 60%. Integrating all of the higher frequencies and higher octaves into your physical form, into your physical life, as you rematerialize into the newness of you. Allow them to integrate. Take some nice breaths as you come back and reform your body. About 75% now. Allow yourself to keep coming back. Keep coming back. Feel the flow of these frequencies expanding out through your heart region, not the organ, but the entire region expanding out into your entire body, surrounding you about 3 feet. Feel the joy and expansion of it. These new frequencies, these higher octaves, source that is you. Like the drop of water in the ocean, there is no separation between you and source. You are the quantum soup of source. Your physical being, your source. They are all intertwined. Can you see it? Allow yourself to see it. You're still at about 75%. Allow yourself to experience your physical you and your source you as one. No separation. The idea of separation is fading from any possibility. Okay, another couple of nice breaths, gentle breaths, allowing the tuning to continue. And this tuning may continue for the next 24 to 48 hours. Just allow it to happen. And as you come back, not yet, but as you come back, plant in your subconscious that the new you is born today. The source of you without separation is born today. The old habits of separation, of feeling anything in those low octaves, living in those low octaves that you've released, those habits are gone. You can bring them back by your thoughts and your behaviors, but allow yourself to live in these higher octaves without bringing back the things that kept you in separation. Release the fear, the octaves of fear and anger and frustration and struggle. Settle into these higher octaves as you come back fully into your physical form. There is no separation. Source within, source without. I am source within, I am source without. In your inner vision, see yourself as the quantum soup of source and physical, flowing completely, no separation. And as you go out into your day, for at least the next 7 to 10 days, maybe longer, maybe less, keep returning yourself in your mind, in your memory, to these higher octaves. If you catch yourself experiencing some of your old habits of behavior and thought, retune yourself to the source within, source without, at the higher octaves. Continue to play your song of who you are in the higher octaves, in the higher frequencies. Come back fully and completely. Breathe in and spend a couple of minutes, 5 or 10 minutes, reflecting on, in your consciousness, walking into your consciousness, the new you, the higher octaves of you, the higher frequencies of you.